Party! I have a new camera! I just bought the Sony A7S, some of you have already seen it or some pictures on my Instagram, and today I'm going to talk about why I have bought this camera. Before I bought the Sony A7S I worked with a Canon 5D Mark II, and I actually planned to buy a Canon C100 next, but there are a few reasons why I bought the A7S. Surprise, surprise! The low light capability of this camera. As a small business and an indie filmmaker, I can't afford to work with 18K HMI lights all the time, so I thought this camera might give me the flexibility I need to work with LED lights or small 1K HMIs and still get decent results. And also, one of my short films I want to realize next will play at night in the woods, so I thought this camera is my only option to really get the shots I need for the film. And also, it's just awesome that if you get into a low light situation, you don't have to open your apertures to the maximum. You can just push up the ISO and it gives you a lot more flexibility. Next point, slow motion. I don't understand why Canon does not implement slow motion. Not even the C100 have a decent slow motion. With the Sony A7S I have 50 frames per second or 60 frames in NTSC and 100 to 120 frames a second. I mean, Canon is a bit expensive, they could really implement a little bit of slow motion. Then, as you can see right now, the picture is very crisp, very sharp, and also I can work with the Atomos and get 4K video. And last but not least, the super flat picture profile S-Log2. It has a very high dynamic range, and now I can work with LUTs. Actually with the Canon no LUT really worked because the picture has already a lot of saturation and contrast, but with the S-Log2 super flat profile I can way better color grade and color correct the footage. And also another side effect I discovered for me, but just after I bought the camera, is a super quick workflow for Instagram. I can connect my smartphone to the camera and directly send pictures to the smartphone, grade them there and upload them on Instagram. It's a very quick and efficient workflow I really enjoy. I bought the camera used, so I just paid 1,300 euros. But I also had to buy a lot of extras. For example, a TIFF ND filter for 200 euros. I know C100 has the ND filters implemented, Sony does not. Then a sound device from Saramonic for 120 euros. A 100 euro EF to Sony FE lens adapter. A few SD cards, a few batteries. And also, don't think that you can just film with 50,000 ISO and don't get any noise. I bought Neat Video, a denoiser software for denoiser plugin, sorry, for 110 euros that I can really use the high ISO footage. Yeah, so all in all I ended up with 2,000 euros investment. For that money I could have also bought a C100 used at least, but yeah, slow-mo, low light, flexibility, Sony A7S. But the C100 is still on my list on the camera I actually want to buy next. It's just a perfect run and gun camera for commission shoots, because you have your sound device built in, you have your ND filters built in, and the picture is also very decent, you have to admit that. But now here's a little bit of footage from the Sony A7S. All in all, I'm happy that I made the jump from Canon to Sony, and I don't regret the decision. Yeah, I know I'm a little bit late with the Sony A7S, but I think it's totally fine to wait 1 or 2 years before you buy such a camera, because the price drops enormously and I still got decent footage with my Canon 5D Mark, so everything's good. Do you prefer to buy your cameras after the release date, or do you also wait 1 or 2 years? Leave your opinion in the comment section, leave a like or even subscribe if you want. And with that, as always, cheerio!